Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon.
Out there, in the real world, your research matters. It matters to real people facing real situations and real problems. Incredibly complex problems, both big and endearingly small, old and radically new, near and excruciatingly far, far away. You might not feel it when your head's down in a quiet library surrounded by ancient texts, or when huddled together in a busy lab surrounded by state-of-the-art equipment. But research is how you reach out and touch communities, large and small, far and wide, close to home and to your heart, and across the globe. And you might not know it in those moments, but your research is how you rewrite history and re-envision a future, impacting people you have never met and people you may never meet. And that's okay. It's how you make your voice heard and your impact felt today and for all the tomorrows to come. It's how you change the world in ways unimaginable to your mentors and maybe even yourself. You have the power when you combine real passion with true purpose and when your field of study becomes your field of expertise. It's work, hard work, and then even harder work, but it is within you. All of this power to do good out there, the graduate school will nurture it, inspire you to bring it out, and empower you to make it real. Because out there, in the real world, your research matters. It matters too, right here, in our corner of it. And because your research matters, you matter. We'll show you just how much. The Graduate School at the University of Notre Dame. Your research matters.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the graduates, degree candidates, and faculty of the University of Notre Dame. and gentlemen, please welcome our honorees, the deans, and other distinguished members of the Commencement Platform Party.
Good morning. Dear graduates, family members, and friends, on behalf of the President, Interim Provost, Vice Presidents, Deans, and the faculty of the University of Notre Dame, I welcome you to this truly joyous celebration. Today we will confer degrees upon students whom we honor for lives of scholarship and research, and we will charge them to place their learning in the service of humanity. Please be seated. My name is Laura Carlson. I'm a professor of psychology, and I serve as Vice President, Associate Provost, and Dean of the Graduate School. It is my honor to introduce members of the Platform Party. Please stand as you're able when I call your name. Father John Jenkins, President of the University. Professor Chris Mazur, Vice President and Interim Provost of the University. Professor Maura Ryan, Vice President and Associate Provost for Faculty Affairs. Dr. Michael Pippinger, Vice President and Associate Provost for Internationalization. Professor Bob Bernhard, Vice President for Research. Professor Sarah Mastillo, the I.A. O'Shaughnessy Dean of the College of Arts and Letters. Professor Patricia Culligan, the Matthew McCoskey Dean of the College of Engineering. Professor Santiago Schnell, the William K. Warren Foundation Dean of the College of Science. And Professor Scott Appleby, the Marilyn Keough Dean of the Keough School of Global Affairs. Please welcome them. I now ask this year's winner of the Reverend James A. Burns CSC Award, Professor Maria Lieberman, to come forward to deliver the invocation. Please all rise.
The universe is so tremendous, and we are so tiny, yet we persist in trying to know it. These efforts teach us attachment and detachment. A graduate project is years devoted to a text, a termite, a term in an equation. It is our beautiful theory, slain by an ugly fact. It is creation. It humbles us, and it makes the universe bigger and brighter for those who come after us. What is this but a work of love? O God, who made the universe in love, be with these graduates. They set their feet on a difficult path and come now to a resting place. May they find joy in their accomplishment today and strength to carry them into the future. Be with the teachers who guide them along the way, and be with their friends and families who support and love them, now and always. Let us say, Amen.
You may be seated. Good morning, graduates, colleagues, and guests. It's my great honor of introducing our speaker for today, Ernest Moniz, former U.S. Secretary of Energy and currently the Cecil and Ida Green Professor of Physics and Engineering Systems Emeritus at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology and Special Advisor to the Institute's president. Throughout his distinguished career, Dr. Moniz has been known as a physicist, researcher, educator, administrator, policymaker, and nonprofit leader. But perhaps most fundamentally, he is a problem solver who has used his expertise to address some of the most pressing issues of our time. Born in Fall River, Massachusetts, his appreciation for learning was shaped as a child. His Portuguese grandparents immigrated to the United States from the Azores in the early 20th century. And Dr. Moniz has said of his family, in particular his father, that they emphasize education as the key to having a fulfilling and rewarding life. His love for physics blossomed in high school when the U.S. enhanced its physics curriculum following the Soviet Union's launch of Sputnik. As Dr. Moniz put it, the coursework shifted from one in which one looked at steam shovels in books to one that was based instead upon physics experiments and problem solving. He pursued his passion for physics by earning a bachelor's degree in physics from Boston College and a doctorate in theoretical physics from Stanford University before joining the MIT faculty. Over the years, Dr. Moniz has sought to leverage scientific discoveries to address the challenges facing our planet. He has said, "Technology remains at the heart of the long-term energy and climate solution, but technology itself is not going to get deployed fast enough without understanding the social context and the policy context." Since 2001, his primary research focus has been energy technology and policy. He's also the founding director of the MIT Energy Initiative, a hub for energy research, education, and outreach. Beyond his teaching and research, Dr. Moniz has established himself as a trusted presidential advisor. During the Clinton administration, he served as Undersecretary of the Department of Energy, and prior to that, as Associate Director for Science in the Executive Office of the President. In 2013, President Obama nominated Dr. Moniz to the cabinet post of the Secretary of Energy. In announcing his nominee, Obama referred to him as a brilliant scientist who knows that we can produce more energy and grow our economy while still taking care of our air, our water, and our climate. As Secretary of Energy, he was tasked with implementing Obama's all of the above energy strategy and with maintaining a safe, secure, and effective nuclear deterrent while reducing the threat of nuclear proliferation, with promoting American leadership in science and clean energy technology, and with cleaning up the legacy of the Cold War. Dr. Moniz was a chief architect of the Paris Agreement on Climate Change and helped negotiate the Iran nuclear agreement in collaboration with former U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry. Today, alongside his work at MIT, Dr. Moniz is co-chairman of the board of directors and CEO of the Nuclear Threat Initiative and CEO of the Energy Futures Initiative. He's a frequent guest at conferences as well as news and talk shows. Just last month, an interview on MSNBC earned him an impressive score of 8 out of 10 by Room Rater on the Twitter account that has forced many to rethink their Zoom backgrounds during the last 2 years. That review celebrated Dr. Moniz for his, quote, decent nuclear physicist setup. Viewers couldn't miss the 3 stacks of paperwork on the desk behind him. Piled higher and deeper, the review pointed out. Dr. Moniz, I think you should object to this characterization of your workspace. Those stacks are clearly organized. Piles are not. A full desk should come as no surprise. As you've all just heard, he's been very busy for a long time, trying to solve a lot of very important problems. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a Notre Dame welcome to Dr. Ernest Moniz.
Well, President Father Jenkins and Madam Provost and colleagues, thank you for welcoming me here. I do have to say that the Provost was somewhat cruel, not in the room rater description, but in the dates that she pointed out, aging me very, very considerably, but accurately. But it really is a pleasure and an honor to address the 823 graduate degree recipients, plus family and friends, of this great university, one that advances moral, and ethical values in addition to education and scholarship. And then tomorrow, to be welcomed into this community with an honorary degree, which I understand should not be confused with your hard-earned degrees. The advanced degree holders from Notre Dame have tremendous capacity, agency, and therefore responsibility to improve the human condition in very challenging times. Now, I recognize that the half-life for graduates remembering who their commencement speaker was or their remarks they made is optimistically a year, which gives me a 10 to the minus 15 probability for remembering my own commencement speech, and that's actually pretty accurate, to be honest. But nevertheless, I'll be optimistic that I might at least influence your short-term vectors because long-range plans generally succeed as a sequence of short-range plans. So maybe the first one can get kicked off in the next days. We live in a world with dizzying clock speed of technological and associated social change. One example, the iPhone was introduced in the middle of 2007. It literally changed society and how we work and live and play. And it's had 13 generations in 15 years, each with greater capability in more or less the same package. Now, even though I have to admit to many pre-iPhone decades of experience, I seldom remember that world. And the only difference, I think, between you and me in this regard is that I don't always have the iPhone in my hand or back pocket, but I'm equally dependent upon it. Now you, the Notre Dame graduate degree holders, are among those few prepared to best benefit from that high clock speed because of how you've developed your independent thinking through research and analysis, especially when matched with entrepreneurial spirit. But you must also remember, as you go out beyond these walls, that not everyone, indeed most, can adjust easily to rapid change and dislocation, with level of education realistically having a strong correlation to the ability to constructively adapt. So a principal responsibility of those with your gifts is to maintain and mend the social fabric that holds communities together and provides equitable opportunity for all in a rapidly changing society. That's fundamental to the value system that you've bought into at Notre Dame. Social equity must be a reference point for all that you do. In doing so, collectively, you will also be asked to address a multiplicity of major challenges, euphemistically opportunities, that my generation has created but not resolved. Climate, pandemics, Ukraine, and the specter of nuclear weapons use, biodiversity, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, and we could go on. I'll just focus some brief remarks on two of these where organizations that I now lead are fully engaged and have collaborated directly with Notre Dame and the Catholic Church over the years. First, climate change and the necessarily high clock speed of clean energy transition. And second, although in inverse order, moving from nuclear weapons deterrence and disarmament to the very recent Russian declarations of possible nuclear weapons use. Let's start with the nuclear threat. In 2014, the Nuclear Threat Initiative supported a project called Revitalizing Catholic Engagement on Nuclear Disarmament, managed by Notre Dame's Kroc Institute for International Peace Studies. And the Church has led across faith organizations in this domain, with the Vatican directly involved. But we've had a sudden reversal in the last couple of months with the Ukraine situation and the Russian president and some of his associates rattling the nuclear weapons saber and standing the nuclear order on its head. We had many decades when the US and Soviet Union and then Russia, possessors of more than 90% of the world's nuclear weapons, accepted that the fundamental role of nuclear weapons was to prevent their use by the other. Now, Russia has declared that nuclear weapons are integrated with conventional military posture by providing deterrence, at least their hope was, providing deterrence against interference in a conventional war waged by a nuclear weapon state against a non-nuclear weapon state. This is a major elevation of nuclear risk threatening humanity, perhaps exacerbated by the fact that the threat has not translated into battlefield success, somewhat ironically. Our job is the jujitsu move of illuminating the lack of utility of nuclear weapons, accelerating the path to nuclear weapons elimination. We cannot let others conclude that nuclear saber rattling creates advantage, as some have done, because it really hasn't. By far, most of the new graduate degree recipients here today were not born when the Cold War ended, and many of us collectively exhaled as though that threat was behind us. It's not. Unfortunately, it falls to you to put this into your busy agendas as a significant threat to you and those who will follow you. Civil society and the Church need now to rejoin these efforts in the face of the new nuclear threats to humanity. Let's turn to climate and the clean energy transition. It's not usual that turning to climate is turning to a lighter subject. I go back to clock speed when I note that we are talking about displacing and replacing the entire massive energy system, accounting for maybe 8–9% of GDP in about a quarter century, using both a mix of technologies that are available but need to scale dramatically with commensurate new infrastructure, and others that remain to be invented with costs affordable to us, but even more important, to the energy underserved in poor and lower middle income countries. The potential for social disruption is enormous unless creativity is directed at social equity. We cannot have massive numbers of displaced workers or displaced communities if we are to succeed both operationally and morally. In this part of the country, the upper Midwest, think about the shift from internal combustion engines in cars to electric vehicles. Manufacturing, supply chains, and job skills are heading for dramatic change in as little as a decade. And this in an industry that historically provided perhaps the best opportunities for African American upward mobility. These issues were addressed in Pope Francis' encyclical Laudato Si, Care for Our Common Home, and in 2 meetings at the Vatican managed by Notre Dame's Business School. These meetings utilized the considerable convening power of the Vatican, the Pope, and Notre Dame to bring together major financial industry leaders with international oil and gas CEOs and a few energy climate policy leaders. 2 consensus documents emerged, even with these disparate communities. One advocating the importance of pricing carbon dioxide emissions, the other calling for transparency in the carbon performance of companies. This was a good step, but it has to be seen as not close to the whole job. For example, the carbon's emission price would certainly be a very effective, at least potentially, climate and energy transition policy. However, it has the potential to be very socially regressive, depending on how the funds are used. So, the carbon pricing must be supplemented by an economically progressive policy, because all that money that comes from a carbon price must preferentially go to those who would be most impacted by higher energy prices. So again, without this, neither the Pope's call to moral action nor the political need to minimize political headwinds that resist climate mitigation will be accomplished. We need to take care of the planet, the people, and advanced social equity to have success in either domain. I might add that Father Jenkins was directly engaged in both the disarmament and climate initiatives. So you have a challenge in addressing the nuclear security and climate threats from many perspectives: political, technical, social, all within a society that is increasingly divorced from fact and data, now called truth decay, which may pose the initial challenge that must be overcome for any of the major issues we deal with, that long list that I mentioned at the beginning. But again, you are among the few with the needed tool set. What you need, of course, is the will and the commitment to use it. It starts by not being paralyzed by the magnitude of the threats, but rather by creating your positive vision of the future, a world that is secure without nuclear weapons and with clean energy and social justice domestically and globally. The focus that is too often taken on how bad it will be does not bring along our friends, our family, our colleagues in society. We need to develop a positive vision and work towards that. You also need to recognize that even though it sometimes feels very daunting, you have the agency to move the needle on these nuclear and climate threats, and the others as well. Too many excuse inaction by calling on governments, for example, to deal with these issues and then complain when they don't. And you must carry with you the values that are associated with this premier Catholic university. Values drive culture. And in the words of Peter Drucker, a business management guru of many decades ago, quotes, "Culture eats strategy for breakfast, operational excellence for lunch, and everything else for dinner." And this sentiment carries over to the challenges we discussed today. It's your world. It needs engagement with your tools and values, with social equity a critical enabler. Now, I could not envision the future any more than I could in 2006 imagine the iPhone 13. But I feel a lot better if you are dedicated to that future at all levels of societal organization: family, community, country, humanity. So congratulations again on your earned degrees, And I will end by congratulating the families who, with your degrees, now may shed some responsibilities of financial dependence. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Moniz, for your remarks and especially your charge to all of us to create a positive vision that's inclusive and the responsibility and agency that it entails. We come now to the awarding of degrees. We will first recognize our PhD recipients. Doctoral candidates, will you assemble, please, by college at the direction of the marshals. I now call on Professor Sarah Mastillo, the Dean of the College of Arts and Letters, to present her candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree.
Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the College of Arts and Letters and their directors please come forward? Daniela Hebrausis Jew, Doctor of Philosophy, Psychology, Research, and Experimental. Paige Isabel Ambord, Doctor of Philosophy, Sociology. Kirsten Hope Anderson, Doctor of Philosophy, Theology. Trevor Stephen Anderson, Doctor of Philosophy, Philosophy. Sevda Arslan, Doctor of Philosophy, Anthropology. Katrina Corazon Barrientos, Doctor of Philosophy, Spanish. Joseph Edward Baxley, Doctor of Philosophy, History and Philosophy of Science. Ryan Matthew Wise, Doctor of Philosophy, Theology. Jessica Ann Brockmull, Doctor of Philosophy, History. Shinjini Chattopadhyay, Doctor of Philosophy, English. Chung Chur, Doctor of Philosophy, Psychology, Research, and Experimental. Deanna Sherelle Childress, Doctor of Philosophy, Sociology. Reed Stewart Comstock, Doctor of Philosophy, Philosophy. Aram Derdzian, Doctor of Philosophy, Economics. James Columkill Dever, Doctor of Philosophy, Theology. Lan Hong Din, Doctor of Philosophy, Economics. Ryan Patrick Egan, Doctor of Philosophy, Psychology, Research and Experimental. Brian Raymond Fitzpatrick, Doctor of Philosophy, Sociology. Caitlin B. Fondren, Doctor of Philosophy, Psychology, Research and Experimental. Valentina Jerry, Doctor of Philosophy, Italian. Tyler Russell Giles, Doctor of Philosophy, Economics. Rachel Augusta Hanks, Doctor of Philosophy, English. Anna Beth Holdorf, Doctor of Philosophy, History. Andrew David Patrick Hoyt, Doctor of Philosophy, Sociology. Kaden Lynn Ivy, Doctor of Philosophy, English. Yelena Yankovic-Rankovic, Doctor of Philosophy, Anthropology. Samuel Bartlett Johnson, Doctor of Philosophy, Theology. Jessica Kyung-hee Kim, Doctor of Philosophy, English. Patrick Kevin Kirkland, Doctor of Philosophy, Psychology, Research and Experimental. Sarah Marie Judy, Doctor of Philosophy, English. Travis Ryan Lacey, Doctor of Philosophy, Theology. Kathleen Hoeg McKay, Doctor of Philosophy, Theology. Wade Zachary Christian Marsh, Doctor of Philosophy, Political Science. James L. Martin Jr., Doctor of Philosophy, Theology. Nelia Martsinkiv, Doctor of Philosophy, History. Amy Elizabeth W. Maxey, Doctor of Philosophy, Theology. Astrid McIntyre, Doctor of Philosophy, Economics. Christopher Ryan Mooney, Doctor of Philosophy, Theology. Nicole Adele Nelson, Doctor of Philosophy, Psychology, Research and Experimental. Alexandra Marie Nicklow, Doctor of Philosophy, Anthropology. Taylor J. Nutter, Doctor of Philosophy, Theology. Fidelis A. Olukunboro, Doctor of Philosophy, Theology. Laura M. Ortiz Mercado, Doctor of Philosophy, English. Reverend John William Peck, S.J., Doctor of Philosophy, Philosophy. Andrea Carolina Peña Vasquez, Doctor of Philosophy, Political Science. Alexander H. Pierce, Doctor of Philosophy, Theology. Bradley Neil Ribeiro, Doctor of Philosophy, Political Science. Kelsey M. Reese, Doctor of Philosophy, Anthropology. Michael Scott Rotolo, Doctor of Philosophy, Sociology. Kevin Patrick Skeeman, Doctor of Philosophy, Philosophy. Daniel Schur, Doctor of Philosophy, Psychology, Research, and Experimental. Yasu, Doctor of Philosophy, Sociology. Logan Paul Quigley, Doctor of Philosophy, English. Ruth Nelly Solarte Gonzalez, Doctor of Philosophy, Spanish. Dominique Arilla Vargas, Doctor of Philosophy, English. Joshua Wright, Doctor of Philosophy, English. Reverend Father President, I am pleased to present to you the candidates who have completed the requirements for a doctoral degree from the College of Arts and Letters.
I now call on Professor Patricia Culligan, the Dean of the College of Engineering, to present her candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree.
Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the College of Engineering and their directors please come forward? Fernando Jose Alamos Demeco, Doctor of Philosophy, Aerospace and Mechanical Engineering. Diane Alfenas Reese, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science and Engineering. Hadrian Ronaldo Oliva Aquino, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering. Monica Arul J. Achandran, Doctor of Philosophy, Civil and Environmental Engineering and Earth Science. Meena Agasri Hidalu, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering. Shreya Banerjee, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science and Engineering. Brian Lowell Catron, Doctor of Philosophy, Aerospace and Mechanical Engineering. Tan Chen, Doctor of Philosophy, Aerospace and Mechanical Engineering. Catherine Carla Crank, Doctor of Philosophy, Civil and Environmental Engineering and Earth Sciences. Jerry T. Crum, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemical Engineering. Louis Stardet, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science and Engineering. Sky A. Elliott, Doctor of Philosophy, Aerospace and Mechanical Engineering. Bradley Wayne Ellis, Doctor of Philosophy, Bioengineering. Xiao Xiang Feng, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemical Engineering. Nicholas Constantine Garcia, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering. Nicholas Ellsworth Geneva, Doctor of Philosophy, Aerospace and Mechanical Engineering. Shomadip Ghosh, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering. Spencer Dean Goltzer, Doctor of Philosophy, Aerospace and Mechanical Engineering. Jorge Thomas Gomez Mia, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering. Ridi Chok Bhutai, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering. Carla Adriana Gonzalez Serrano, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering. Sean Gu, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science and Engineering. Taylor Marie Higgins, Doctor of Philosophy, Aerospace and Mechanical Engineering. John Robert Hoffman, Jr., Doctor of Philosophy, Chemical Engineering. Afzal Hussain, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science and Engineering. Jia Prada Javana, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering. Matthew T. Kalensky, Doctor of Philosophy, Aerospace and Mechanical Engineering. Ryan Matthew Carl, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science and Engineering. Adam J. Kern, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemical Engineering. Bum Kyu Kim, Doctor of Philosophy, Civil and Environmental Engineering and Earth Sciences. Suyushi Anthony Kohlgruber, Doctor of Philosophy, Civil and Environmental Engineering and Earth Sciences. Rachel Marie Krohn, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science and Engineering. Anne Francesca B. Laguna, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science and Engineering. Alexander C. Leclerc, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science and Engineering. Megan Kathleen Levis, Doctor of Philosophy, Bioengineering. Meng Fei Li, Doctor of Philosophy, Civil and Environmental Engineering and Earth Sciences. Chi Li, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science and Engineering. Su Li, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemical Engineering. Junki Lu, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering. Gonzalez Javier Martinez Bass, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science and Engineering. Ivan Ignacio Navarrete Lechot, Doctor of Philosophy, Civil and Environmental Engineering and Earth Sciences. Alicia Gillian Obermann, Doctor of Philosophy, Bioengineering. Demetrius Partsialis, Doctor of Philosophy, Civil and Environmental Engineering and Earth Sciences. Shuha Srinivas Pedapati, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering. Derek Nathaniel Poe, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemical Engineering. Abudallah Rahman, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering. Catherine Carrasco Ramos, Doctor of Philosophy, Aerospace and Mechanical Engineering. Rafael Rodriguez da Silva, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering. Mortaza Suida Shavash, Doctor of Philosophy, Aerospace and Mechanical Engineering. Benji Yu Shin, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science and Engineering. J.E. Shi, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemical Engineering. Satuki Shikda, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science and Engineering. John Michael Sontag, Doctor of Philosophy, Aerospace and Mechanical Engineering. Darshan Kumar Soundarajan, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemical Engineering. Brooke Peyton Stempel, Doctor of Philosophy, Civil and Environmental Engineering and Earth Sciences. Roy Allen Stilwell, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering. Puna Talkud Sukumar, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science and Engineering. John Michael Templeton, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science and Engineering. Abbas Tomos, Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical Engineering. Dong Tae Hang Tu, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemical Engineering. Mirella Dichoa Vantam Biva, Doctor of Philosophy, Civil and Environmental Engineering and Earth Sciences. Hei Meng Wong, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemical Engineering. Jonathan D. Wells, Doctor of Philosophy, Aerospace and Mechanical Engineering. Jinyu Yang, Doctor of Philosophy, Aerospace and Mechanical Engineering. Naveed Shavani Teba, Doctor of Philosophy, Aerospace and Mechanical Engineering. Chungwong Jiang, Doctor of Philosophy, Chemical Engineering. Yang Zhang, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science and Engineering. Tong Zhao, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science and Engineering. Reverend Father President, I am pleased to present to you the candidates who have completed the requirements for a doctoral degree from the College of Engineering.
I now call on Professor Santiago Schnell, the Dean of the College of Science, to present his candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree.
Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the College of Science and their directors please come forward? Sol Bag, Doctor of Philosophy in Chemistry. Michelle Amanda Berg, Doctor of Philosophy in Physics. Kaylan M. Brenneman, Doctor of Philosophy in Biological Sciences. Brendan Suklaski Brown, Doctor of Philosophy in Chemistry. Daniel Patrick Burdett, Doctor of Philosophy in Physics. Jordan Cockfield Iratish, Doctor of Philosophy in Biological Sciences. Hannah Noel Corman, Doctor of Philosophy in Biological Sciences. Olivia Marie Caraccioli, Doctor of Philosophy in Chemistry. Mona Da Shari, Doctor of Philosophy in Biological Sciences. Heiwi Do, Doctor of Philosophy in Chemistry. Thomas Hai Du, Doctor of Philosophy in Chemistry. Jeffrey Terence Debus, Doctor of Philosophy in Chemistry. Joseph Daniel Ferris, Doctor of Philosophy in Integrative Biomedical Sciences, Biological Sciences. Lauren Ashling Green, Doctor of Philosophy in Biological Sciences. August C. Gula, Doctor of Philosophy in Physics. Matthew D. Hanson, Doctor of Philosophy in Chemistry. Carlene Carissa Harroit, Doctor of Philosophy in Applied and Computational Mathematics and Statistics. Samuel Henderson, Doctor of Philosophy in Physics. James Thomas Haggett, Jr., Doctor of Philosophy in Biological Sciences. Patrick James Heslin, Doctor of Philosophy in Mathematics. Wenxing Hu, Doctor of Philosophy in Applied and Computational Mathematics and Statistics. Yi Yao Wu, Doctor of Philosophy in Applied and Computational Mathematics and Statistics. Yin Yi Ah, Doctor of Philosophy in Chemistry. Shubha Raj Kurel, Doctor of Philosophy in Physics. Yese Ku Ho, Doctor of Philosophy in Applied and Computational Mathematics and Statistics. Mary Shan Leveret, Doctor of Philosophy in Biological Sciences. Don Hao Lee, Doctor of Philosophy in Chemistry. Regan John Meredith, Doctor of Philosophy in Biochemistry. Luis Alfredo Morales, Doctor of Philosophy in Physics. Christopher Sean Murrah, Doctor of Philosophy in Integrated Biomedical Sciences and in Chemistry. Felicity Rose Yema Sterling, Doctor of Philosophy in Biological Sciences. August Olafsson, Doctor of Philosophy in Chemistry. Orlando Jason Olivas Gomez, Doctor of Philosophy in Physics. Catherine Elizabeth O'Reilly, Doctor of Philosophy in Biological Sciences. Lauren Marie Partin, Doctor of Philosophy in Applied and Computational Mathematics and Statistics. Sarah Elizabeth Peterson, Doctor of Philosophy in Mathematics. Rajadi Du Shani Ranasin, Doctor of Philosophy in Biochemistry. Anabel Rodriguez, Doctor of Philosophy in Biochemistry. Jessica N. Ross, Doctor of Philosophy in Biological Sciences. Brady Talbot Rousseau, Doctor of Philosophy in Biochemistry. Kelvin G. Sanchez, Doctor of Philosophy in Biological Sciences. Christopher James Seymour, Doctor of Philosophy in Physics. Cassandra Christine Sheffier, Doctor of Philosophy in Chemistry. Derek Alan Shank, Doctor of Philosophy in Physics. Liddy M. Sherman, Doctor of Philosophy in Chemistry. Robert K. Stanley, Doctor of Philosophy in Biological Sciences. Shannon E. Stoffel, Doctor of Philosophy in Chemistry. Ye-Yin Tan, Doctor of Philosophy in Biochemistry. Rafi Traustosen, Doctor of Philosophy in Chemistry. Aaron Jude Tyrell, Doctor of Philosophy in Mathematics. Andrew Whitman, Doctor of Philosophy in Physics. Cody Robert Work, Doctor of Philosophy in Chemistry. Emily May Work, Doctor of Philosophy in Chemistry. Amanda Eriko Yamasaki, Doctor of Philosophy in Biological Sciences. Xin-Yu Xu, Doctor of Philosophy in Applied and Computational Mathematics and Statistics. Xia-Ao Yi-Shun, Doctor of Philosophy in Applied and Computational Mathematics and Statistics. Reverend Father Jenkins, I present and I'm pleased to present you the candidates who have completed the requirements for the doctoral degree from the College of Science.
I now call on Professor Scott Appleby, the Dean of the Keough School of Global Affairs, to present his candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree.
Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the Keough School of Global Affairs and their directors please come forward? Anna Elaine Fett, Doctor of Philosophy, Peace Studies and History. Catherine Grain, Doctor of Philosophy, Peace Studies and Psychology. Stephen Theo Savidas, Doctor of Philosophy, Peace Studies and Theology. Catherine Elizabeth Scrafford, Doctor of Philosophy, Peace Studies and Psychology. Reverend Father President, I am pleased to present to you the candidates who have completed the requirements for a doctoral degree from the Keough School of Global Affairs.
I will now ask all doctoral degree recipients to rise. Thank you, Dean Mostello, Dean Culligan, Dean Schnell, Dean Appleby, and Dean Carlson. And now, by the authority vested in me as president of the University of Notre Dame du Lac, and in the name of the trustees of the university and its faculty, I solemnly and publicly confer on you the degree recommended by your dean. We admit you to all its rights and privileges and remind you of the responsibilities you are about to assume. May God bless and keep you all. Congratulations.
Congratulations. You can be seated. Last night at the Graduate School Awards reception, we honored the recipients of our annual awards, the Eli J. and Helen Shaheen Awards, the Social Justice Award, the James A. Burns CSC Award, the Dick and Peggy Notebart Award, and the Distinguished Graduate Alumni Award. To learn more about the remarkable accomplishments of our honorees, I direct you to the awards booklet that's been handed out, which provides full citations. We are privileged to have those honorees as part of our platform party. I ask that each stand as they are able when I announce their award. For the Shaheen Awards, from the Division of Engineering, Monica Arul Jayachandran in the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering and Earth Sciences. From the Division of the Humanities, Dominique Vargas in the Department of English. From the Division of Science, Jeffrey DeBose in the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry. From the Division of Social Sciences, Tyler Giles in the Department of Economics. For the Social Justice Award, Abigail Jorgensen, a doctoral candidate in the Department of Sociology. For the Burns Awards, Professor Mario Lieberman in the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry. And Associate Professor Jennifer Schaefer in the Department of Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering. For the Notebart Award, Professor Umesh Garg in the Department of Physics. And for the Distinguished Graduate Alumni Award, Dr. Percy Pierre, the Glenn L. Martin Endowed Professor in the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering at the University of Maryland, College Park. We now recognize those students who have earned a master's degree. Master's candidates, please assemble by college at the direction of the marshals. I now call on Professor Sarah Mastillo, the Dean of the College of Arts and Letters, to present her candidates for the master's degree.
Will the candidates for the following master's degrees in the College of Arts and Letters please come forward? Master of Arts, Master of Divinity, Master of Fine Arts, Master of Medieval Studies, Master of Sacred Music, Master of Theological Studies. Juan Carlos Alarcón, Master of Sacred Music. Lindsay Naomi Miyazaki Barrett, Master of Divinity. Martha Barth, Master of Sacred Music. Marlene Batista, Master of Divinity. Christina Ruth Beasley, Master of Sacred Music. Helen C. Beckard, Master of Arts Theology. Jeffrey J. Burdell, Master of Theological Studies. Patrick Corey, Master of Theological Studies. Creela Elizabeth Cote, Master of Arts, Psychology, Research, and Experimental. Olivia Ann Crowley, Master of Arts, Spanish. Carla V. Diaz, Master of Divinity. Mary Rose Dwyer, Master of Fine Arts. Christopher John Enubnit, Master of Theological Studies. Jillian Ann Fanton, Master of Fine Arts. Margaret Ann Foster, Master of Sacred Music. Milana M.L.M. Fritz, Master of Theological Studies. Lucy Gibson Grinnan, Master of Arts, Early Christian Studies. Diana Isabel Huiza Gomez, Master of Arts, Political Science. John Sebastian Gutierrez, Master of Divinity. Preston O'Neill Harrell, Master of Sacred Music. Chase O'Donnell Hawkins, Master of Divinity. Marcus Timothy Hayworth, Master of Theological Studies. Christina Maria Hera, Master of Sacred Music. Sarah Teresa Hogler, Master of Arts, Psychology, Research, and Experimental. Catherine E. Horvath, Master of Arts, Theology. Christopher Baker Howard, Master of Theological Studies. George Obina Ike, Master of Theological Studies. Ukachi Victoria Iroberici, Master of Arts, English. Noelle Grace Johnson, Master of Theological Studies. Troy Towers Cassian, Master of Theological Studies. Kayla Simone Knox, Master of Arts, Sociology. Jonathan William Lewis Koznerek, Master of Fine Arts. Lauren Marie Lundy, Master of Sacred Music. Michaela Marie Monta, Master of Arts, English. Julia Mondelo, Master of Arts, Italian Studies. John Baptiste Muvieja, Master of Theological Studies. Bren Irwin Nimka, Master of Arts, Theology. Kathleen Marie Quinn, Master of Arts, French. Veronica Alicia Ramirez, Master of Divinity. Teresa Elizabeth Rice, Master of Theological Studies. William N. Shankles, Master of Arts, Philosophy. Jenna Louise Sommer, Master of Arts, Theology. Mark Andrew Spinnenweber, Master of Theological Studies. Sean Stephen Sterling, Master of Arts, Theology. Madeline Maria Stewer, Master of Arts, French. Andrea Nicole Teese, Master of Divinity. Maria Annunziata Videta, Master of Arts, Italian Studies. Russell Dean Ward, Master of Theological Studies. Margaret Helen Worth, Master of Sacred Music. Abigail Wilkinson Miller, Master of Theological Studies. Reverend Father President, I am pleased to present to you the candidates who have completed the requirements for a master's degree from the College of Arts and Letters.
I now call on Professor Patricia Culligan, the Dean of the College of Engineering, to present her candidates for the master's degree.
Will the candidates for the following master's degree in the College of Engineering please come forward? Master of Engineering, Master of Science in Bioengineering, Master of Science in Chemical Engineering, Master of Science in Civil Engineering, Master of Science in Computer Science and Engineering, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering, Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Liam Shea Abujadi, Master of Engineering, Civil and Environmental Engineering. Stephen Wade Adams, Master of Science in Chemical Engineering. Ahmad Al-Shuman, Master of Engineering, Civil and Environmental Engineering. Govind Bajpayee, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering. Andrew Stephen Brannan, Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Aidan Jonathan Delgado, Master of Engineering, Civil and Environmental Engineering. Kristen Joseph Dennis, Master of Engineering, Civil and Environmental Engineering. Handel Nuru Ego Eleazu, Master of Engineering, Civil and Environmental Engineering. Connor James Evans, Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Daniel Julius Filsick, Master of Science in Computer Science and Engineering. Brant David Gates, Master of Science in Chemical Engineering. Samuel M. Griggs, Master of Science in Computer Science and Engineering. Aniket Gupta, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering. Abhishek Kuna, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering. Joseph Matthew Klatt, Master of Engineering. Ryan Eugene Knowlton, Master of Science in Computer Science and Engineering. Tian Lung, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering. Jonathan David Lunari, Master of Engineering, Civil and Environmental Engineering. Catherine Bridget Lindsley, Master of Science in Bioengineering. Brendan Joseph O'Handley, Master of Science in Computer Science and Engineering. Ilana Puladisina, Master of Engineering, Civil and Environmental Engineering. Omar Attar Rashid, Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Daniel Philip Sexton, Master of Science in Civil Engineering. Eric Tai, Master of Science in Computer Science and Engineering. Christian Ovija Santos, Master of Science in Chemical Engineering. Elisa Yue, Master of Science in Bioengineering. Xinang Jia Zhang, Master of Science in Computer Science and Engineering. Reverend Father President, I am pleased to present to you the candidates who have completed the requirements for a master's degree from the College of Engineering.
I now call on Professor Santiago Schnell, the Dean of the College of Science, to present his candidates for the master's degree.
Will the candidates for the Master of Science degree in the College of Engineering please come forward? Agayadit Ashadu, Master of Science STEAM. Muchísimo Pascal Achabel, Master of Science STEAM. Zachary Baker, Master of Science STEAM. Morgan Teresa Beltin, Master of Science STEAM. Colin Bourdeau, Master of Science STEAM. Natalian McNeeb Brown, Master of Science, STEM. Ashlyn Colhin, Master of Science, STEM. Craig Edward Sicardo, Jr., Master of Science, Data Science. Riley Ann Clery, Master of Science, STEM. Haley Dosthol, Master of Science, Biological Sciences. Matthew Michael Declue, Master of Science, STEM. Adele Chalmers de Sud, Master of Science, STEM. Lauren Virginia Eckerman, Master of Science, Chemistry. Mori Mali Alvis, Master of Science, Biochemistry. Riley Mackenzie Ellickson, Master of Science, STEM. Kelsey Marie Farr, Master of Science, STEM. Mayupil Owa Kase Fasar, Master of Science, STEM. Nash Richard Franca, Master of Science, STEM. Daniel Robert Fritz III, Master of Science, STEM. Shayna Rebecca Frost, Master of Science, Biological Sciences. Alec Reid Garino, Master of Science, STEM. Ryan David Gerda, Master of Science, Data Science. Patience Gigoso, Master of Science, STEM. Samantha Michael Galum, Master of Science in Biological Sciences. Benjamin Joseph Gombash, Master of Science, ACMS. Natalia Gomez Botero, Master of Science in Applied and Computational Mathematics and Statistics. Carlos Andrés González, Master of Science in STEM. Jonathan Grieg, Master of Science in Data Sciences. Jill Tyber Grukowski, Master of Science, STEM. Atashi Tagenda Gudusa, Master of Science, STEM. William Bradford Hansen, Master of Science, STEM. Alana Hill, Master of Science, STEM. Cecilia Jane Hopkins, Master of Science, STEM. Brady Hoskin, Master of Science, Data Science. Richard James Hume, Master of Science, STEM. Claire Harris, Master of Science, Data Science. William Christopher Johnson, Master of Science, Data Science. Ambrose Camian, Master of Science, STEM. Brianna Lynn King, Master of Science, Data Science. Christy Louise Lamb, Master of Science, Data Science. Harrison Brett Lancaster, Master of Science, STEM. Laura Ann Laguerre, Master of Science, Mathematics. Robert Leonard, Master of Science, Data Science. Te Ya Na Lei Thun, Master of Science, STEAM. Yu Mei Lei O, Master of Science, Applied and Computational Mathematics and Statistics. James King Gan Da Luteya, Master of Science, STEAM. Anil Baladi, Master of Science, Data Science. Donald Raymond Merek, Jr., Master of Science, Data Science. Thomas D. McGinn, Master of Science in Applied and Computational Mathematics and Statistics. Thomas James McGrill, Master of Science in Data Science. Brigitte McShee, Master of Science, STEAM. Divya Reye Meida, Master of Science, STEAM. Steven Miladi Adis Migos, Master of Science, Data Science. Gabriela Michelota, Master of Science, STEAM. Bryson Kimball Milin, Master of Science, STEAM. Brenda Alexandra Maiset Hall, Master of Science, Data Science. Nathaniel Charles Melon, Master of Science, STEAM. Lisa Minkoff, Master of Science in Chemistry. Mary Claire Morelli, Master of Science in Applied and Computational Mathematics and Statistics. Julia A. Moylan, Master of Science, STEAM. Anne Nevia, Master of Science, STEAM. Gregory Douglas Menesek, Master of Science in Data Science. Gabriel Ogedaip, Master of Science, STEAM. Raymond Ocre Forson, Master of Science, STEAM. Shay O'Malley, Master of Science, STEAM. Mary Christine O'Reilly, Master of Science, STEAM. Seth Michael Parker, Master of Science in Biological Sciences. Gorin Pretorius, Master of Science, STEAM. Richard Brapchot Pritchett, Master of Science, Data Science. Hunter Jackson Ray, Master of Science, STEAM. Christian Brennan Roland, Master of Science, STEAM. Emmanuel José Santiago Burgos, Master of Science, Biological Sciences. Annabel Francesca Santaguiel, Master of Science in Applied and Computational Mathematics and Statistics. Deepak Kumar Sharma, Master of Science, Data Science. Sam Satkarsky, Master of Science in Applied and Computational Mathematics and Statistics. Caleb Robert Smith, Master of Science, Applied and Computational Mathematics and Statistics. Monica Sprinsky, Master of Science in Chemistry. Danu Shika Tavakuraman, Master of Science, Biochemistry. Christina Lauren White, Master of Science in Applied and Computational Mathematics and Statistics. Annalise Wheeler, Master of Science in Applied and Computational Mathematics and Statistics. Douglas Edward Wiley, Master of Science in Data Science. Raúl Mona Walter Fernández, Master of Science in Data Science. Matthew Joseph Salaski, Master of Science in Data Science. Christopher Paul Wallace, Master of Science STEM. Terry Tran, Master of Science STEM. Nicholas Michael Winter, Master of Science STEM. Connor David Sessian, Master of Science STEM. Eric Christopher Ulf Eicher, Master of Science STEM. Donovan Shunan, Master of Science STEM. Sean Kelly, Master of Science STEM. Mohammad Daim Anain, Master of Science STEM. Carlos Espinosa Vanegas, Master of Science STEM. Kita Aduba, Master of Science in Engineering, Science, Technology, and Entrepreneurship Excellence. Thank you. Reverend Father Jenkins, I'm pleased to present you the candidates who have completed the requirements for the Master of Degree in the College of Science.
I now call on Professor Scott Appleby, the Dean of the Keough School of Global Affairs, to present his candidates for the master's degree.
Reverend Father President, I am pleased to present to you the candidates who have completed the requirements for a master's degree from the Keough School of Global Affairs. Pablo Arenas Gallo, Master of Global Affairs. Sebastian Henry Bascom, Master of Global Affairs. Brianna Beamer, Master of Global Affairs. Andrew David Caffro, Master of Global Affairs. Eric Christopher Canales, Master of Global Affairs. Brianna Lee Conahan, Master of Global Affairs. Abigail Ginsburg, Master of Global Affairs. Emily Jordan Kaplan, Master of Global Affairs. Megan Christine Kmetz, Master of Global Affairs. Kimberly Michelle Orr, Master of Global Affairs. Rachel Claire Rosenberg, Master of Global Affairs. Clara Esperanza Villatoro Huezo, Master of Global Affairs. Reverend Father President, I am pleased to present to you the candidates who have completed the requirements for a master's degree from the Keough School of Global Affairs.
Will all master's degree recipients please rise? Thank you, Dean Mostello, Dean Culligan, Dean Schnell, Dean Appleby, and Dean Carlson. And now, by the authority vested in me as president of the University of Notre Dame du Lac, and in the name of the trustees of the university and its faculty, I solemnly and publicly confer on you the degree recommended by your dean. We admit you to all its rights and privileges and remind you of the responsibilities you are about to assume. May God bless and keep you all. Congratulations, all the best. Thank you. You may be seated. Dean Carlson, Interim Provost Maziar, family and friends, it's great to be with you. Graduates of the class of 2022, after 2 years of unprecedented challenges, you did it. This is your day. But while this accomplishment is truly your own, you did not do it all on your own. You may have done the studying, but your families and loved ones did the sweating and stressing with you. They cheered you on at your successes and cheered you up at your setbacks. Many of them are here with us today, as they have been behind you every step of the way. So to mothers and fathers, siblings and spouses, friends and relatives, thank you and congratulations to you. This day belongs to you as well. Graduates, let's stand and applaud your families and friends. You are a distinguished class, boasting many accolades and accomplishments in every field and discipline. And in addition to your accomplishments in your respective disciplines, you have learned how to meet rigorous standards of academic programs while managing the extraordinary special challenges brought on by the pandemic. You probably deserve a second degree for that. We won't give that to you, however. But we hope the lessons you learned and the adaptability you've shown will serve you in coming years. You know, your degrees represent a major step in your own lives, but also for Notre Dame. We're a university noted in many ways for our wonderful undergraduate programs, but in recent years we've taken great steps in research and graduate study, and you represent those accomplishments, and you represent Notre Dame. And we're tremendously proud to call you our graduates, and we know you will represent this university well. Your degrees represent what you, through your hard work and perseverance, have accomplished, and your promise for the future. You have the right to expect much, but the world has the right to expect much of you. Our commencement speaker, Secretary Moniz, challenged us all about the great challenges ahead for our world and our nation. And we urge you to lend your shoulder to the wheel with regard to those challenges. We hope you use the advantages of the education you receive for the common good. We hope that you will use your talents and skills not simply to serve your own interests, but to care for the neediest and create a more just society. We hope that what you acquired here, not only knowledge to make a good living, but the wisdom to live a good life. And a critical part of living that good life is finding a way in which you are called to use your learning for a purpose beyond yourself. As Pope Francis has said, we must not forget the true power at whatever level is service. My hope for each of you is that you will find and direct your learning to efforts of service. So graduates, we congratulate you, we celebrate you, we wish you every success. Thank you for your presence here with us in recent years. We look forward to learning more about the great things you will do with what you have learned at Notre Dame. Well, speaking of moving on, I want to take this opportunity briefly to publicly thank and acknowledge Dean Laura Carlson. Laura Carlson has recently accepted a position as Provost of the University of Delaware and will be leaving us soon. We will miss Laura very much, but we congratulate her on this new opportunity, and we congratulate the University of Delaware on making such a wise choice. We know that you will do great things there, Laura, as you have done here. We could not be more grateful for your invaluable contributions as Vice President and Associate Provost and Dean of the Graduate School, and as a faculty member of our psychology department. You are an exemplary scholar, teacher, and administrator. We could not be more grateful for your colleagueship, your friendship, and for all you have done for Notre Dame and our students. Our prayers and very best wishes go with you as you begin this exciting new chapter. Remember, Laura, you always have a home at Notre Dame. Please join me in thanking Dean Carlson. Let us close our ceremony with a brief prayer. Let us pray. Of all the gifts you have bestowed on us, Lord, none is greater than giving us intellects to seek truth, to learn, and to understand your creation. We thank you for these graduates who have labored so hard to learn and to understand. We ask that you guide them to use what they have learned to go forth, to heal, enlighten, and unify a world deeply in need. We pray this in your name. Amen.
Our commencement ceremony will now close with the singing of Notre Dame, Our Mother, led by doctoral candidate Amorja Robertson. Upon conclusion of the alma mater, I ask that all guests and graduates remain at their seats until the platform party has departed the stage. As you exit the stadium tunnel, please follow the directions of the ushers and the marshals and keep walking toward the library mall so that those following you have room to exit the tunnel. Thank you for your presence here today. Now please stand and join in singing Notre Dame, Our Mother.
Notre Dame, our mother, tender, strong, and true, proudly in the heavens gleams thy gold and blue. Glory's mantle cloaks thee, golden is thy fame, and our hearts forever praise thee, Notre Dame, and our hearts forever